Good afternoon, everybody. He wasn't going to do it, but he decided to anyway, because consistency is key. Hello, everyone. You are watching what has slowly become a daily routine here in the Keep Flying world, the KF world. Nice to see you all. If you're here. It's one of those things where, like, you gotta wait for the audience to matriculate. But eventually, this will be appointment programming, which I don't know if any of you have anymore. That might be over. I miss appointment TV. So, hello everyone. It's Henry from the band Keep Flying. We're back. We're doing the live stream thing where I kind of chat and hang out with you and rant and rave and play songs and shit, because we're trying to get people to pre-save the album. This is for nothing other than a click, clickety click. One of these little mouse, nice click the mouse, click the mouse. So click the mouse on my face or the QR code or the link below, wherever you see it. I remembered to put it in the description of the TikTok video this time. Please pre-save Time and Tide Deluxe by Keep Flying, the up-and-coming double LP from independent rock band from the United States, Keep Flying. That's us. That's me. That's the band. That's everyone. Me, John, Peter, Dave, Ricky, you know, the faces you've come to know and love over the years. Everybody get on board with this shit, man. We're a band that, again, to state, I'll put it, you know what I'll do? What I'll eventually do, because of my neat little StreamYard thing, which I scammed them and got another month free, which is pretty sick. So now I gotta take advantage of it. I'm able to have like an intro video. I'm gonna produce an intro video, and that will have like the mission statement. I'll be like, this is why we're doing it. We're a band who can only spend money on gas and food and flights and things for tour, and we can't spend money on ads or fake bots to get people to stream our music. And by the way, folks, I'll be like the music industry conspiracy theorist guy. There's a lot of bots playing your favorite band's music. I hope you know that. Like, you must know. Like, it's not, some of that stuff is straight bought. Okay? Like, it's bots and they're bought. All right? It's true. Like, to have nice streaming numbers, bro, they're paying, dude. They're paying because it's good marketing to have that number be a certain amount of money. Make no mistake, bro. And Keep Flying has not done that. What we have done, I'll be I try to be as transparent as we can be. So Spotify has something called discovery campaigns. This is a great scam, by the way. This is fantastic. So you can Google it yourself. The amount of money per stream you get is so minuscule. It's a percent of a percent of a percent of a dollar, right? I believe it's anywhere between 0.003, like not 03, not 3 cents, 003, like the third of a cent, or 5. So it's either 0.003 or 0.005, right? So, in fact, you know what? I'll even bring it up. Check it out. Producer, what's our producer's name? We need to name my phantom producer. Can you guys suggest in the comments below what should the name of our producer be? Don't say Jamie, okay? You know, don't do that shit. You know, that's a Joe Rogan reference with the horn set. Blow Rogan. Don't do that. He doesn't deserve it. How much does Spotify pay per stream? Perfect. There we go. Let's see what this brilliant AI says, because that's just what Google is now, by the way. We never asked for it. We didn't ask for it, but it's here, yo. Okay, I'll even share it with you guys. Again, he's so transparent. That's what I like about Henry. Henry gets on the microphone and he just spits nothing but facts. How transparent can he get? Well, I've been eating nothing but leafy greens all afternoon. So my stomach is doing crazy stuff right now. I'm just being totally honest with you guys. That's what you want from me, man. That's what you want. All right, check this out. So this is what it says. This is what it says right there. Right there. Spotify pays between 0.003 and 0.005 per stream on average. This translates to roughly $3 to $5 per 1,000 streams, meaning an artist needs about 250,000 streams to earn $1,000. I'll give you a guess as to how many of that $1,000 we've made on Spotify. We have not. So what I was saying before about boosting streams and things of that nature, like things that artists can do. One thing that Spotify offers is they offer something called discovery campaigns. And what they do essentially, discovery mode, Spotify. I don't know if they're going to show what it is. I'll let it say what it is. Okay, here you go. So the AI says it's a promotional tool for artists and labels using Spotify for artists or participating distributors. You can see how bad of a reader I am. To boost track visibility within specific algorithm listening sessions. In exchange, here's the important part. In exchange for higher recommendation priority, artists agreed to a 30% commission on recording royalties generated specifically within those targeted contexts. So, to clarify what that means, in case you weren't exactly sure, that means that they will take an even bigger percentage that they were taking just to make sure that your shit goes a little bit further than it normally would. See what I'm saying? That's the deal. That is how that's specifically more how Spotify makes money, but that's also how these very programs that you're seeing my face on make money, dude. That's how, bro. Like, they have become essentially a public utility, and there's arguments for this. You know, people have argued about this for years as to, like, you know, should we be paying any money at all for this? And we do in different ways. Now we pay because we see ads nonstop. All we see is ads. Like what we do when we pick up our phone and we look at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any of them is like, you're just seeing ads. You're just getting ads just punched into your head over and over and over and over and over again. Like, that's just the deal. And that's how they get paid. That's the whole scheme, bro. And if you want success on the app, pay up, buddy. That's the deal. That's the deal. And Spotify will dig deeper into your pocket to help your music just organically appear in people's, you know, recommended, because all of that works algorithmically too. You know, your Spotify knows that you listen to pop punk, or you listen to hip hop, or you listen to such and such. You know what I mean? Although one thing, just another quick complaint, if you don't mind. Welcome to the Henry Complaint Hour. It will autoplay certain things and think that you're way into it if you don't stop it. So I'm a proponent of falling asleep to, you know, YouTube or Spotify, whatever I'm into, Hulu sometimes. And, you know, if it decides to go rogue and put on stuff that you didn't turn off, it thinks you love that shit. So, like, you know, I'll fall asleep to a podcast and suddenly my Spotify thinks I love Caleb Hammer. Love him. Like, can't get enough of him. And couldn't be true. I think he's a total jerk off. And I don't even know who he is. I wouldn't have been aware of the guy if he suddenly wasn't like being pushed by my Spotify because I fell asleep to like some other podcast and he autoplayed, and I was just like yeah, who are you, bro? Looks like a fucking dweeb. And then like I'll wake up sometimes, you know, in the middle of the night because I gotta pee. Fun new thing that happens to me now is that, like, I'm just at that age. I have to get up and pee in the afternoon. I pee in the afternoon. Isn't that crazy? I pee in the middle of the night and I'll wake up and I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? This guy's like yelling at some woman. I'm like, what? Who gave you the authority to talk to anybody the way that you do? The guy's, he's got no bass in his voice. He's a total scumbag. Anyway, I was on some direction before I started ranting about Kayla here. Oh yeah, algorithms. So getting back to the mission at hand. The reason why we want you to pre-save the album is because it is one of, if not the only way to train, I hate using that word, but training these algorithms to realize that people actually give a shit about our band. And again, I have to do a whole condensed video about this, and then that'll be the intro. I'll make it really dramatic and flashy. It'll be really cinematic and cool. I'll work on it. We'll see how it goes. Moving on. I wasn't going to do this today. I'm so behind on a million things. I have a job that I do, and I work from home and from the road. And, I try to make sure that all my obligations there are met before coming on to here. And it was just a long day. And don't forget the midday crash out that I've got to have. Simply need the crash out. And it's not always like me going crazy. It's just like, the midday, it would be a nap for some people, but instead it's just me kind of pausing. I just pause. The body just pauses. I already drank my coffee, Buffy mug today, for those curious. And so today I wasn't going to do it. But then I got a phone call from a good friend of mine. Let's call him. It's funny. I was gonna rhyme his name, but a lot of names rhyme with his name. Let's call him Justin. Let's call him Justin Follis. And Justin Follis gave me a call and was wondering where the show was, because he got in the car, and apparently I'm his afternoon drive talk radio segment. So good. I've fulfilled my day-long dream of being a drive time radio host. So good for me. So we'll pause for station ID real quick. This is, he called it WMEN radio, because my last name is Henry Menzel. My last name is Henry Menzel. I'm Henry Menzel. And this is KF radio for your listening pleasure as you make your way home from your 9-to-5 job. Can you imagine? I mean, I've never had aspirations to be a radio host ever, but I don't know. It sounds like it could be fun. And so because I am behind, and because I was like kind of sure I wasn't going to do it today because I still have other things to do, I had all sorts of preparation in mind like yesterday, and then it totally flew out of my head. So today we're freestyling. I think it's going to be freestyling most of the time. In fact, even the title of the video was just because I saw some annoying clip of Tim Pool, and you don't need to worry about who the fuck that is. That's another jerk off. Who just consistently, he is a, right-wing commentator, like the American commentator. That's what they say. And he's always wearing this hat. And for some reason, he's very touchy about it. And whatever, I'm not saying that, I'm sure he's got a reason why. But he's always wearing that hat. I'm just wondering what could be under there. What could be? It's certainly not a nice guy's brain. I'll say that much. Meanwhile, I'm wearing one of my Yankee hats today. I'm wearing it front face because to get over the thing. I try not to wear it this way because I think I look like Judah Friedlander. I think that's his name of 30 Rock fame. I'm just going to confirm that I'm right because I just tried to. There he is. Yep, I got it. I'm a genius. See, I try not to look like that. Like this is this is what I fear I look like when I wear my hat front facing. Now he's incredibly, successful, comedian, was on TV, worked alongside the great Tina Fey, so do I look successful with my hair, with my hat forward? Maybe that's what it is. And don't be afraid to be great, as they say in the Keep Flying band. And by they, I mean me. We fear success more than anything. It's one thing to go out there and fail. It's another thing to go out there and be successful. So, so we're here today. I'll do this for a little while. It's all about consistency, right? You know what I mean? So how's everybody doing? Everybody good? I'll check some quick comments. It's only been a few minutes. It's been 15 minutes. I've talked for 15 minutes. That's fucked up. time flies when you're fucking dumb. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. Don't forget, I am on the TikTok. I found something out yesterday. Again, more inside baseball here. You have to apply for a stream key to add TikTok to your StreamYard. You have to they're so proprietary with their streamability that you need to apply to get access to it. I did not know that until yesterday. So maybe one day TikTok, you will be cool and you'll see all the stuff I put up on screen. But for now, fuck you guys. It is a forgotten app for me too. But if you're here, thank Christ for that. Let's see what we got. I'll check TikTok first since I just shit all over you. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, and here's a fun fact. I made $1 on TikTok, or 80 cents on TikTok yesterday. Thanks, guys. Thank God. Whew. Those ducats are rolling in now, man. 3 days of content creating and check me out. 80 cents. God, success feels so good. I like your shirt. Yes, today's shirt is brought to you by Brain Candy Company. Not an ad, but a shirt bootlegger person that I really enjoy. And this is, of course, Star Fox, the old school edition here. I'd love an updated one. I would love a Star Fox 64 one. We could talk fucking video games and Nintendo all day long. Keep Flying Go on Doughboys Challenge. I don't know what that means. I sure don't know what that. Oh, the Denim Boys on TikTok. I remember following you guys. What's up, yo? An audiobook would be enjoyable. Maybe I'll do an audiobook. I think they're having a whole conversation over there that I'm unaware of, to be honest with you. So we're going to move on. We're moving on from TikTok, as I wish we could always do. All right, checking in here. My buddy Colin Field, doing great. My New Year's resolution was finally to learn all the words to 1 Week by Brandy Ladies, and buddy, I'm close. Yo, it's a tough one, dude. Yo, shout out Bare Naked Ladies, for real. I was saying a couple of days ago, there's no radio bands like that anymore. Now I'm just going to be ageist for a minute. Yo, radio rock is not the same, bro. It's not. Those are bands that were just rock bands putting out fun music that could be a top 10 hit. That doesn't happen anymore, dog. Why not? That's what I want to be. Like, they have no edge at all. I will sacrifice all of Keep Flying's edge if I could put out fun music that ended up being on the radio again. That would be incredible. I love that shit. If anybody wanted to start a band that thinks they could make successful, that was like a Bare Naked, maybe not Bare Naked, they're kind of silly, right? But like, I don't know. Matchbox 20? Are you kidding me, bro? Matchbox 20 is awesome. Don't even fucking... Nobody's debated me on anything since I started doing this, but if it were to be about Matchbox 20 not being awesome, I'd probably just quit. Yeah, 1 week is fun. It's even more, it's another fun one. Learning the words to Hook by not Counting Crows, Blues Traveler. Yo, another one. You could just get a fat guy. Bro, that he's not that big anymore. He played a festival a couple years ago in Colombia, and I saw him. Like, he's withered away a bit. He sounded great. John Popper sounded great, but big guy. He's a big guy, and he just wailed on a fucking harmonica and had top 10 hits. And in fact, that song is about how much he hated the fucking radio and how much he hated the music industry. Incredible song. Hook. Blues Traveler. One of those that I absolutely swear myself to. Check out Bill. I keep rooting for the algorithm finally recognize you and keep flying in your effort. Me too, dog. Such an excellent group. And the product you keep putting out for us to listen to is amazing. Thank you, Billy. Big Bill. Coming in to kiss my ass. How nice, man. I'm kidding, bro. Thank you. Yeah, man, I'm not trying to get up here and have a stroke session, bro, but it's I'm just, what we're out here is putting the story out, right? Like, I was listening to I can't remember what I was listening to, but it was music related, and they talked about, you know, what is it about certain artists or bands that set them apart? Like, well, part of it is the story, and I think we have a million stories, and what I've tried to do this whole time is like make it just about the music, and maybe being too rigid in that way has kept us away from stuff. I don't know. This is my hidey hole. This is where I just hide from the world, but I've decided to try to turn this around. I tried to turn this around. Let's see, checking more comments. Oh, and I still have not solved the Instagram issue. No idea why I can't see your comments on Instagram. I'm so sorry. I have to like go deep into the Instagram app and figure that out. I'll figure it out, dude. I'll get it. You're my drive home noise. Fuck yeah. That's cool. I appreciate that. I want to play more music on here too. I want to like listen to songs and talk about fucking tunes hopefully without getting, copyright shit. Yo, brother, that's the one. That's the fucking podcast. Yo, okay, so let's go deep. So I listen to a bunch of different sports things, and like one of them is a sports business podcast called Nothing Personal with David Sampson. He's awesome. I love that guy. But I guess because it has things to do with I don't even know what financial audit's about. I don't think it's about money at all, because every time I see him appear, he's just like, this girl was on OnlyFans and now wants to be a mom. Can you believe it? And like all these stupid fucking things that they just dunk on normal people and women. And he has these, I don't know. I think it's a humiliation ritual for a bunch of really sick individuals. Anyway, I don't know. That guy sucks. But anyway, yes, it auto plays financial audit. And I'm just like, God damn, dude. Yeah. Oh, the show is pretty scripted. I'm not shocked by that at all. They're all stupid, these people, bro. Oh, man, we're going to get me going now. We're going to get me fucking going. They're all dumb. Like, anytime they're, like, brought out of their element to go to speak, listen to these guys talk when they don't have to be, out of their element for more than a minute. They just completely crumble. They don't have anything to say that's interesting or cool or whatever. It's terrible. And then they've amassed this crazy thing. They've amassed, like, followers and stuff. That shit sucks, bro. Yeah, dude. That got me thinking too. There's this little like cottage industry of the music industry too. And since we're talking about algorithms and shit like that. Colin Field says one of my favorite bands ever. So good. Yeah, dude. Well, actually, you're using a lot of pronouns in there. I don't know if you're talking about the Bare Naked Ladies or Blues Traveler. Either way, great. There's this little cottage industry that's kind of cropped up in the music industry itself because of everything that I've just described to you, like all of the struggles of being able to get your content to cut through, be it your music or your videos or whatever. And like, this is what I get fed on specifically the band TikTok, because it knows that I've bitched about it. It knows that I've just gotten on there and whined about how terrible it is. And it's, it'll be these people who are like, here's 6 tips. Here's 6 tips to get your next video will go viral if you follow these hooks. And it's like, okay, you're just having us do the same things that every other TikToker is doing and every other band is doing, and also not proving to me that this works. And then there's also like this other thing too, specifically about Spotify and like streams, where they'll be like, this is what we did. I stopped submitting for playlists and I started doing this. And then they'll give you it'll just end up being a whole bunch of gobbledygook about their struggles in the music industry. And then it'll just end up being, oh, well, pay my program $20 a month and I'll show you. And it's like, all right, bro. So awesome. You're going to grift fake facts to these poor fuckers who are just trying to make music, dude. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'd rather Spotify take the cut. Like at this point, they pay so little. I'd rather you just be like, yeah, we're not going to pay you anything, but we'll make sure that we'll play for exposure. You know what I mean? We'll pay you an old promoter of a show trick. We'll pay you an exposure. Like, dog, whatever. I'd rather you pay me nothing and make sure that people hear it. at this point. You're paying me nothing as it is. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And then, and here's my advice to you, by the way. If you see any artist who's like established, trying to tell you like how they get fucked, I don't care, bro. I can't play with those waters, dude. Because it for me, it's like as an artist, we're still down here in either the lower to the middle class. Like, you don't tell me the woes of artists. I have a really hard time getting their sympathy. Like, certain things, I can tell when an artist is being transparent about an actual problem they're having, because I've been there. When they get up there and try to grift you some more, I'm like, come on, bro. Oh, dude, it's brutal. Dave can't stand those videos. I'm with you, bro. It's bullshit. It's actually bullshit. Like, it's a lie. I mean, look, I don't like the idea of having to rely on virality. I don't love that either. But the one thing I'll give that credit to is that that's a market telling you that people give a shit, or at least in the moment. I mean, I would rather have you see something go viral or a band go viral. Like, it seems like everybody's kind of just a flash in the pan. It's like how everybody almost feels like a one-hit wonder now. And yes, there's a cool thing to that. What those artists aren't able to do is take that moment they're having and harness it to either find another one, like, labels or whatever just want your next viral moment or your next, poppin' song, or they're not able to take that moment they're having and find the real fans within it. Like, you can be viral. Like, okay, here's my dream. If Keep Flying ever gets one off, right? Like, if we get like, I don't know, like an actual radio hit, even if it's moderate. For me, even if that's as big as it ever gets, I don't look at the decline from that as a failure. Everybody has their peak. Let's take Bare Naked Ladies for instance. Colin is in here. Colin's in here talking about Bare Naked Ladies. Where did it go? I lost it. I'll do this. This is my Chiron, my lower third for my Bare Naked Ladies thing. Now, they had several hits, right? I would venture to say they probably won't ever get to the point where, let's call 1 week their biggest hit. And for those who are uninitiated, it's been, shout out Chuck Bernard, 1 week since you looked at me, that one, right? Which, again, another quick tangent, fun, crazy song with undertones of like domestic abuse. Can't do that shit anymore. How about a fun song about real dark shit? Shout out that The Way by Fastball. Can't be a radio hit now. Anyway, sorry. So I don't think I'm being controversial in saying that they'll never be that big again, right? But they can go and play shows to a sizable audience and pay and live on that money. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. The ego trip, I've done this long enough that, like, the ego trip that so many other bands would go through, where it's like, oh man, we're not playing, we're not selling 10,000 tickets anymore. Okay. So then you sit down and you look at, well, what can we sell? And you say, all right, well, we can sell 5,000. All right, well, let's structure a tour to have it make sense to make money on that 5,000. Like, people look at that and scoff. I'm like, dude, I'm up here on live trying to get a couple pre-saves for my fucking album. You make it work. You just do what you got to do, right? I'm just trying to get some pre-saves. Oh, by the way, what's our number at? Let's take a look. We left yesterday at 62. We are currently at 66. Let's get some more so I can do this. And if you don't get it past 6-7, I'm going to do this until you do. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that shit drives me crazy, bro. And like, at this point, I welcome the challenge to be like a little bit further along than we are, just to prove that it's sustainable, bro. Like that's what I want to do. Like have it be like find that success, hold on to the biggest peak of the success as long as you can, sure, but figure out how to find the real fans there. If they don't come back, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure this is the first, shows my age real quick, that the first one-hit wonder I can think of is Debbie Gibson. Okay. Debbie Gibson. I'm sure Debbie Gibson did great in the 80s. Can she go and play? I don't really know what Debbie Gibson's doing right now. But like, okay, that's your biggest moment. Now figure out how to sustain it so that you can live on it for as long as you can. Be it the royalties. You know what? Well, here's a great example. Wheatus. Wheatus has got one hit. That's all Brendan needs. He's good. He's good. You all know Teenage Dirtbag. He's good. And he can just kind of do it at his leisure and do it the way that he wants. That's in my opinion, a great position to be in. That's all I want. I don't even want Teenage Dirtbag. I'll take a quarter of Teenage Dirtbag. That's what I want. Figure out how I can go play for 200 people a night and pay my bills. I would sign up for that. I would sign up for that. No problem. You know what? And I would still get on live and hang out with you guys too. That's a hook I'm tired of, by the way. You found a band on TikTok that's small enough to answer every comment. Oh, yippee. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. Do your thing, everybody. All right, that was a cool rant. Good rant. How do we rank that rant, chat? Oh, I said chat like I'm fucking doing this stuff, bro. Like I'm a seasoned vet at this shit, bro. I only hear Teenage Dirtbag because I hear someone cover it at a concert. Yeah, that one gets covered a lot. For a while, you know, like I kept a tally of how many times I heard "Damn It." It's "Damn It" and "Sugar We're Going Down." Like that was the two leaders of every show that we played. Some local band would cover "Damn It." We're like, oh boy, here we go. I don't mind a Blink cover, but why's it got to be that one? Like, let's show some real prowess on the Blink catalog. One time, a band that I was playing with covered "Every Time I Look for You." It's the first and only time that I ever heard a band do that, and like, I was so excited they let me come and do the second vocal. Like, hold on, let me turn this stupid shit off. Hold on. So like they would do the they came in with the guitar and like they would do the Blink part or the Mark part, and they let me do the Tom part. You know what I mean? Red wide open. That was exciting for me. I'll do that. If he wants to do obscure Blink covers, I am in. Yeah. Let's see. All right, checking some chats, folks. Yo. Okay, I'm looking at Instagram as best I can here. Oh yeah, like dude, I don't see any of this stuff. Like it goes so fast, and I don't even know what you guys. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. And to be honest, I kind of lose track of what I talked about like a minute ago. So you want to talk about unplanned, unscripted, bro? Right on, yo. All right, cool. So Instagram's a fucking mess. So we're moving on from that. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I got a 12 out of 10 on that rant. Good for me. Good for me. Railing against the what do you want to call it? The music creator grift. I fucking hate grifters, bro. That's all. That's what it is. Like the way that America is working right now, and therefore entertainment and therefore music, is we are so capitalist, more capitalist now than ever. You can, I mean, I would hope that I don't have to explain to you why, right? Like all of your money that you pay in taxes going out the back door right now, as we speak. It's happening as we speak right now. And that's encouraged. The trickle down from that has made all of us just want to get in the business of selling shit to each other. And it's like, well, if we're all out here selling stuff, who's buying all this shit, bro? It's bullshit. That's all I'm saying, dude. So look, bro, I know that Keep Flying, I know straight up, our band has put out a lot of stuff for you to buy. There are people who have invested a lot of money in this band. And that does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. We know it every day. Like we talk about it. We know who the people are. We know all of you who spend the money and the time and the effort to support us. Like I just want it, and I'm just being as clear about this as I can be. Like, that is appreciated. It's understood what it takes to do that. And I don't think it's a waste, because we don't bullshit you. Like, we'll never like try to get one over on you. Do we have to charge you for stuff? Yeah. Like I'm glad John runs that portion, is the CFO, because if it were up to me, I would let it all go. I'd be like, hey, go. Yeah. Yeah. We took a complete loss on that. I don't know why. It could be because I gave all of it away. That's so not me. Right. But it's important. I'm glad he keeps an eye on it, bro, because it has to happen. Someone's got to keep an eye on that shit. But dude, we're not out here like, how do we scam these guys? How do we scam these people? Fuck that, bro. No way. No way. We're not marking shit up on you guys. And I know where people do. I know where people do. Look, here's a fun thing in punk that I'm gonna rant again. Yeah, go again. Here's the thing in the punk world, like a post format that I'll see, is they'll give people shit for going, why spend X amount of dollars to go see Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift when you can go to your local venue, and see like 4 bands for $10? First of all, who's doing shows for $10? Who, and why? How are you getting away with that? So that first of all, I'm like, I don't know about that. Second of all, I'm not going to pocket watch people. Like, I'm not going to be up here and be like, fuck them for spending that kind of money on whatever. Like, no, they wanted to do that. And the fact of the matter is, for the most part, I'm sure there's shitty stadium shows out there. I went to Taylor Swift twice. Great show, unbelievably produced show. I don't care how you feel about her music. You should feel good about it, but I don't really care how you feel about it. Like, it is a full-on production of a 3-hour show. So, like, for the people that like go on, StubHub or try to get their shit secondhand and pay like tens of thousands, I feel bad for those people that they have to do that. Like, that there's a capitalist system behind that. But I'm like, if you can get in and see the show, it's a great show. Don't shit on people for liking the show. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's. And the big proponent I have for high ticket sales and things of that nature is like, well, don't buy the ticket. Nobody's asking you to. Like, this was a big conversation when Blink came back, was the crazy dynamic pricing thing, and how pissed off like punk fans and people in the punk scene were. And it's like, well, first of all, guys, Blink-182 has well transcended your punk scene. I don't know how you think that they still fit in. Like, it's not for you guys. There's Blink fans, and then there's punk rock fans who I guess are people who go to local shows and things like that. But these are different things. Not every Blink fan, and you'd be crazy to think that this is true, not every Blink fan gives a shit about your punk scene or punk rock or the state of that or our culture. They don't care. They want to go see What's My Age Again because that's what they know. They want to go see Damn It because that's what they know. Like, they're a radio band. Don't be mad at them. And don't be mad at don't be mad at people for buying the ticket, bro. If they got it, then let them do it. But like, it's not for, you. It's not for the scene, dude. They don't care about the scene. They live in a whole nother world. They're Kardashians. Do you understand? So if you really want to stand on principle, don't buy the ticket. You don't have to. You're not obligated to do it. Like, people are so upset. I'm like, well, you bought the ticket, didn't you? You did it, right? You did it. Well, then why'd you do that? I just think that that's crazy. And for me, that's how you determine markets. That's how markets determine what they're able to do is because people buy the stuff. Someone's buying it. If those shows undersold, then maybe the market, they would listen to the market and go, oh shit, we're not selling these tickets. Why? Did we fuck up? And then they'd have the conversation, but they didn't. They sold out in 3 seconds. So, yo, man, that's where I get frustrated with I get frustrated with the capitalist systems that we are, essentially forced to adhere to. But also, like, there's ways to not play into it. You don't have to. You're not obligated to participate. You don't have to. Especially where concert tickets are concerned. You want, essentials and groceries and shit. It's totally fucking different. That's food. We need that shit. Fuck all of you for making it impossible for us to, not afford to eat. But like, turns out you don't need to go see Blink-182. That is not an essential purchase. It might feel that way, but like, you don't have to do it. And if you really, and my whole thing is, if you really want things to change on that level, you can change it. That's one thing you can do, is tell the market, hey, no, and vote with your dollars and be like, I'm not going to buy it. I don't have to. So those are my thoughts. And those are my thoughts as someone who has a hard time, selling 20 tickets in X city. So what do I know about it? I don't know shit. So I'll check. Another rant done. Very good. Nobody made that happen, by the way. So that was totally just on my brain. Oh God. Okay. Checking your chats, y'all. Don't you talk bad about my. I love Sabrina Carpenter. No. Don't get me twisted. I fucking love Sabrina Carpenter. Straight up. She does not make music for my personally my age group, and but that doesn't bother me really. I think it transcends for me. Actually, I should take that back. I think I can connect with Sabrina's messaging. Olivia Rodrigo does not make music for my age group. Like that is a young person's game. Like I don't dislike Olivia Rodrigo, but really, I get annoyed. But also then I'm reminded, oh yeah, she's like not talking to me. So how mad could I really get? So no, I'm not talking bad about Sabrina at all. I fucking love Sabrina Carpenter. I get down to Sabrina Carpenter, bro. I love pop music. So yeah, don't you worry about that. I'd skip food for keep finding it. Don't do that. Do not do that. You must eat the appropriate amount of calories, and you must drink water. The amount of people that I have to remind to drink water each day is really upsetting. It's really not good, guys. Not good. All right, let's check TikTok. What's going on in this dumpster fire over here? TikTok has a way better vantage point of my gut, by the way, because I'm using a different camera over there. So, my bad. Oh, by the way, I have not made 80 cents on TikTok today. So step it the fuck up, guys. Looking for my 80 cents. And by the way, pausing for station ID, WMEN KF Radio. We are doing this to get people to pre-save our album Time and Tide Deluxe, the double album. It's coming out on vinyl too. Click the link somewhere over here in the descriptions and please hit pre-save. We don't want your money. We just want your pre-saves. So thank you. Hey, Henry, hope all is well. Played a show way back when you were still, survey says, at the Vibe Lounge. Holy. Dude's probably not in the chat anymore. TikTok people just kind of come in and then leave. So let's see. Oh, somebody's replying to this shit that I'm saying. We got spicy Henry tonight. Yeah, man. Look, I'm coming into my own here. I'm trying to. This is really how my thoughts are. And I can't pay for therapy, so you guys are just gonna get my rants. Not playing the capitalist game gets you excluded from the capitalist cycle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's kind of the point. You're doing it right. This is why you struggle. Yo, bro, that's fucking awesome. Can I put that on the screen? Does TikTok let me do that? Nah, it doesn't let me do that. I love that shit. You're doing it right. This is why you struggle. Fuck yeah, bro. Word. Yeah, dude. But that gets really discouraging to hear. Like, I'll often consult the elders in the music industry that I know, and I'll be like, "Yo, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong?" And they'll be like, "Nothing," and I'll be like, "Great." That's not nearly as helpful as you think. And I know I'll come to them with my big doughy eyes, and I'll be like all sad, and it's usually after we've spent like a month on tour with them and I'm just beaten, and they'll think that I'm just looking for a pick me up, and I'm like, I'm not. I'd rather you tear me to shreds and tell me everything I'm doing wrong. So, it does not pay to have a soul in this economy, says Tyler. Yeah. No. I agree. I just don't want to rip people off. Like, I'm not into that. And it's kind of weird too. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but my day job is making merch. So I work for bands and brands and stuff. And I essentially sell them on the service of printing shirts and making merch and whatever it is they need. Right. And it's a sales job, and that's not, I don't really view myself as a salesman really. But really what I'm selling is the service, the customer service. I'm kind of selling myself. Like, I'm selling myself as a solution to their problems. It's not like there's a million t-shirt printers in the world. Like, what sets you apart? Well, me. So again, it's kind of another position I'm in where I'm kind of like selling who I am, or at very least the service that I can provide. And it's a weird scenario, man. And and I try to be an advocate for them and their business. Just like I try to be an advocate for Keep Flying fans. Like, I don't want to, our goal is never to rip you guys off. I hope you guys know that. It's never our goal. We try to serve you guys. Yeah. What else, guys? I know I ranted for a while. That got us through a lot of time. Anything else? Anybody else want to talk about something that will get me less pissed off or more pissed off? I don't know. No idea. I'm checking Instagram again. I'm just trying to see if anybody over here. I can you don't succeed if you don't try. That's true. That's why I'm up here. That's why I'm up here doing this. Like, I've been discussing doing this for a while and doing more stuff on the internet in the in the name of the Keep Flying fight. And I don't want to get up there and do the shucking and jiving, as I've said it before, about like, doing the TikTok dances and stuff like that. It's just not look, if you can dance, great. In fact, I'm not a bad dancer myself. That ain't even what it's about for me. I definitely don't like trends. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. Bro, I started a ska band at the end of the wave. So like there was, late 90s or mid to late 90s, the big bands that still matter. And then like in the 2000s, there was this, especially in the Northeast, at the same time as the emo core and the pop punk movement, at the same time, there were such great ska bands that still matter to this day, happening in Jersey and Long Island. And I got in right as it was over. Like, I started right at the end. So even in doing something that is contrarian in its way, I did it in a way that was totally not cool. So, when I look at people doing dances and trends and stuff like that, I'm like, unless it's something that I actually think is neat and cool and funny, I don't want to do that. It's just not. It's not true to who we are. It's not true to who I am, and I'm not gonna do that to you guys either. Like, I'm not gonna get up here and start faking the funk for y'all, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Let's see. A couple more comments and we'll get out of here because I cannot believe I burned 50 minutes ranting about shit. Let's see. Omaha, send some love. Yo, it's Omaha. I've broken down in Omaha a lot of times. Emotionally or physically? That's the question. Physically. For a while, there's a Firestone next to a club that I don't think is there anymore called the Lookout Lounge. And I talk about Omaha, so I'll put this up here. I think 3 times the van broke down and had to be fixed while we were playing a show immediately next door. Very convenient. It's a good Omaha's a great place for everything to go wrong. Let's see. What's your favorite toy line? That's a question I feel like you would ask. Corrupted collectibles. I'm not like a huge toy guy anymore. Like I used to be. It's tough. It's been tough to be like a collectible guy for me anymore. Like I used to when I was younger, but in my 20s, I moved around so much that like having a lot of physical stuff became more of a burden than a pleasure. So it's tough for me to answer that question anymore. And I still haven't really gotten into it. Unsubscribe. Cool. Peace, dog. That's really what I want to do. I want to cause a bunch of controversy and piss a lot of people off up here. That's what the band needs. Sensationalism. I sometimes actually think that way. I sometimes think like, what can we put out there to like be provocative? And I haven't really done it. I just, I don't want to get up here. And that would be against really who I am too. I mean, I'll tell you how I feel about stuff I think I have the acumen to speak about. But I'm not going to fucking be like, what's your take on Booker? I'm not going to do that shit. Let's see. This is long. Protecting your bottom line takes care of your fans, because if you sell yourself short, then you can't continue to do what you love and see what you do. That's right. So it does, it does sustain everything. That's what it is. So like it's not about making money. I mean, if we did it enough where we could do that, and I didn't, none of us had to work other jobs. I mean, I'm sure we still would, because that's kind of in our blood, is to be these working people. You know what I mean? But if it took the pressure off and I could focus more time on the craft and everything, that'd be great. I mean, that's why they give out the contracts they do for these artists, right? Like back in the day, you hear I really don't think it happens the same way now. I would assume, and I'm assuming / kind of know that the contracts that or advances that record labels give out to anybody are all 360 deals. Like it's not sustainable stuff. But you would hear, such and such got this advance or whatever. Or they got signed to a X $1 million deal. That's money that they're getting paid to live on while they continue to be able to produce music. So like, a band like us doesn't do that. Like you're our record label, essentially. Like that's what they do. You're our partner in this, in that kind of, we provide something to you, and the financial remuneration for that keeps this going. That's how it goes, bro. We love your merch. Keep flying us the best t-shirts. You're damn right we do. We fucking pride ourselves on the merch game, man, and that's because we try to keep it going. And from the music to the merch down, like it's all an extension of the music, man. So that's essentially how I sell t-shirts to bands. I'm like, listen, this is another outlet for your artwork, and you need this to be good, and your fans will thank you for it. If you collab with any other band, who would be? I don't know, man. That's a good question. You'll be surprised. Nobody's knocking down that door. I've done some features for bands. In fact, I have to finish up a recording I started and have to redo for a band in Florida. But so I've done some features for bands. John's done some features with the horns. So I guess that kind of counts as collaboration. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that all works out. What is under his hat? I don't know, man. I don't know what is under Tim Pool's hat. One day we'll find out. I think I saw a clip of somebody trying to be rude and like take it off his head. And I was like, that's kind of trite. Let's not do that. Let's not stoop to the level that these fuckers would. You know what I mean? Controversy got you covered. Die Hard is everybody knows that. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Get some real fucking takes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got that take. How's your health doing? I'm all right. I've worked out all but 2 days since I got back from tour. So I'm at a place where I have to move. I have to do it, or my brain function will just die. My everything will just fall apart. I can't do that. I just cannot do it. So thank you for asking. I hope everybody else is healthy. I've been, I researched things I should be and should not be eating, and like I got really into just eating blueberries because the antioxidants help your brain. And then what happens? Recall. Yeah. Isn't that great? This country's fucking awesome, bro. It's so sick. All right, guys. We almost reached an hour. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see where we're at. Taking a look. We were at 66 before. We are now at... Oh! Okay, so I made a deal. So I'm going to continue doing this while I talk until somebody else pre-saves the album. So please click the link, hit pre-save on whatever app you like. I don't care which one it is. We're on pretty much all of them, I believe. So please do this so that we are no longer at 6-7. We're at 67 pre-saves. I'm going to keep one going because I need a mouse hand. I'm going to keep refreshing until it goes away. I honestly hope somebody takes away their pre-save so that way I can stop anyway. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Yeah, dude. Is that the shuck? This is the shuck and the jive. This is what I'll do. I'd rather do this. This feels right. This feels better to me. All right, how about I'll do a song and then I'll get out of here. That's what I'll do since we're approaching an hour anyway. I'm gonna awkwardly grab my guitar, which I think is over here. Oh no, it's on the wall. Pretty good. Pretty good. What should it be though? I got it. See? This is loud. I'm sorry. That wasn't bad. Okay. See what I remember how to play. Turn this up. Okay, you guys are my engineers for a second. Can you hear my guitar? I can hear it. Is it too loud? I was listening to the playback before and it sounded kind of dinky. So I don't know. Cool. One person hears it, so that's great. Thank you for checking. Let's close that out. Great. What should I play? Yo, I don't know. Oh, I know. I know what I'll do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So, Time and Tide on was released almost 2 years ago. And I don't know, we took a few swings on that record. Like I'm gonna play a song I still really like, which is Storm Chaser. And like that one to me sounds so cool. It was really, really fun to make, and I want to make more stuff like it. Like I still think it's like a punk song, but like not really. I don't know. That's what I want to do. I still want to make the weird genre bending. What the fuck is this stuff? But I don't know. Maybe we can make a pop punk record that's just by the numbers. You know what I mean? Like just pop punk by the numbers. Just do it. Like what would that sound like? There it is. Sorry. All right, guys. Let's do a song and then let's get the fuck up out of here. Oh, let's turn off that lo-fi. I need more background music too. Is the background music cool or is it stupid? I feel like it can't just be my voice. That would be creepy and weird. All right. I think I remember how this one goes. So, and I think it will sound a bit like this. I got struck by lightning, a statistical anomaly. You may find it exciting, not something I wanna be, but I gotta be cognizant, calm and tolerant, and I'm barely competent enough to explain, yeah, the way that I exist. I didn't ask for this. Actually, yes, I did. But I still have the nerve to complain. I've been chasing storms, praying for better weather. Get what you ask for, wishing it would be better. Cause I've been chasing storms, what do I chase them for? The lightning struck a ray that makes me lucky. What's the song about? Someone tell me. And they all say, what do you think you are? And where do you get the nerve to doubt the way things are? I've earned every scar, but I don't deserve more pain. Made line to my brain, you curse or praise my name, I will still complain. Yeah, I've been chasing storms, praying for better weather. Get what you ask for, wishing it would be better. Cause I've been chasing storms, what do I chase them for? The lightning struck a ray that makes me lucky. Just killed my ex, not the best idea. Who's your girlfriend's next? How'd I get here? I just killed my ex, I still love him though. Rather be in jail than alone. Who do you think you are? Yeah. Who do you think you are? Yeah. If you find it's just a 4-chord riff for me, bro, I'm in there. That's all I need. That's the hip hop training for me. It's like, it's just, one simple loop you just add stuff to. Oh, so in there. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Chasing storms, praying for better weather. Get what you ask for, I wish it could be better. I've been chasing storms, what do I chase them for? The lightning struck a ray that makes me lucky. Who do you think you are? Yeah. Do you think you are? Dope. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? I'll be honest, thinking about you got me thinking nonsense. One of my stomach when I walked in. When you get your arms around me, oh, it feels so good. I had to hit the octave. Oh yeah, Sabrina, bro. I listened to a lot of that when I was writing this. Okay. We fucked around long enough, yo. It's been fun, dude. Fun again. Fun again. I'm glad that Dustin called me and was like, yo, fuck you at, yo. Very, very cool. But thank you guys very much. Did that get us one more pre-save? I'd love 70. I would love 70. Refreshing, 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 refreshing. It's very refreshing. I'm assuming not, because it's not refreshing. Unless we got thousands during that and it's just crashing the site. I guess we're dead. All right. The site's not replying, so I guess that means that the record's not coming out now. That's what I'll take that to mean. Very, very cool, guys. Thank you so much for chilling. Appreciate it. Very fun. Let's see. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's super duper yarmulke. That's right. That's what Netanyahu got that for him. All right, guys. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Let's do this tomorrow. Sound off in comments and in things. Let's discuss some things. I mean, I can just simply get up here and rant about shit that's bothering me again if you want, but you don't always want that. Then it would be a very, New York Yankee centric show. Which could be fine too. I'll do that. We'll talk ball one of these weeks. Hell yeah. This is very cool. I'm gonna check one more time, see if it actually responded. Nope, it totally didn't respond. The site might actually be down. That's awesome, guys. 70! Yes, it worked, yo. And I will show you for transparency's sake. Share screen. Producer. What's the producer's name? Guys, I need a name of our fake producer. I truly want it. We need a fake producer name. There it is. 70 pre-saves, baby. Now, you might be saying to yourself, that's not a lot. You're damn right it's not. So please, again, I'll do this is the ad. This podcast / live stream brought to you by absolutely nothing. You are our sponsors, folks. You are. Brought to you by the viewing public, the 12 people watching this show. Look, man, we're trying to prove a fucking point here. We go on tour, you guys show up, you buy the stuff like in impressive numbers. Okay, I'm not bragging, but like some cities truly like we're a decently popular band, and we're trying to advance this forward, and a lot of that is the digital presence. That's why you're gonna find me on this radio, this live stream shit. It's as often as I'm able to do it now. Hopefully it helps. If nothing else, even if it doesn't get us anywhere new, it's a cool way to connect with y'all. So, we're just trying out here. We're just trying to do it, man. We're just trying to really do it. So please share, share the show, share the band, share whatever, share the music. Really. That's really what it's about, dude. Time and Tide Deluxe pre-save. It's up there. It's dropping September 2nd. We'll keep this going until then. After that, maybe we'll keep going. Who knows? But this is really, really cool. Thanks again for being here. Appreciate you. And how about, you know what? I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you guys mañana. Signing off, yo. Thank you so much. Cheers.